Hey up, me ducks. How are we doing today? I'm so hot. Really, really hot. Let's pop open the chat. Oh, so great to see everybody. Who we got here? So we've got B, the first one in. How you doing, Bosody? Nancy. Oh, I'm just going to say Mr. Freiborg, but good to see you. Expanded Awareness, Zane, hi Zane. Silka, Jamie, hello Jamie. Sandra, Essence, Mike, Patsy, and Becca. Hey up, Becca. Tycon, Inked Witchy Girl. Have I caught up? Satya, did I say you, Satya? Tarot Lady, Aquarius Owl. We've got Thought Thingy. Jackie, hello Jackie. Todora, Trisha, Sean, Julia, Wildcat, Red Moon, and Dawn. Oh, and Patrice, Freddie as well. So welcome, and Ness just popping in there. Welcome everybody. Yeah, I've got a bit of a glow. I'm in its t-shirt weather. It is absolutely baking. I think it was 76 last time I checked, about an hour ago, and it's at that time of day now where everything's gone like hazy. So isn't it ironic? Every year we moan about bank holiday weekend, Easter bank holiday weekend. The weather is usually atrocious for Easter bank holiday weekend, and all the plans of going somewhere goes to the wayside, and then we're shut at home and we have weather like this, which can't be helped, can it? Great t-shirt, says Sean. I suppose you have to be of a certain age, Sean, to be able to fully, I can never get this camera right recently either, to fully be aware, to appreciate it. It's cold and snowy here. Wow. Oh, it's Diane. Hello, Diane. I saw a video of yours pop up earlier. I started watching, I decided this bank holiday weekend, being as I can't go anywhere, I'm going to watch a box set. I thought, I haven't watched a box set in ages. So I decided on Ozark, and I was halfway through the first episode, and I was, you know, me with the way my brain's wired, I have to be hooked straight in, because I've got so many shows on Netflix and Amazon Prime where I go to and I've watched like the first 20 minutes, and it got me. It was exciting right from the get-go, really. And then my friend Kelly Bear popped up for a live about an hour ago, so I pressed the pause button. I've now switched it off. I'll go back to it later because I wanted to be in Kelly's chat. So I she's literally just ended as I've come on live, but it was so nice to see Kelly. She was showing her vintage decks. She was teasing me because she was showing the 2nd edition Danilov, which she's fortunate to have. I've got the 4th, but yeah, so she was teasing me with that. But it was nice to see her vintage decks. Hi, Chris, and everybody else coming in saying hello. Good to see everybody. Yeah, I'm glad you're finally watching Ozark. Yeah, I am. And I messaged Donna in Kelly's live because I was chuckling to myself, because I didn't know anything about the Ozarks until I started gliding with Donna and chatting with Donna, and she was telling me things, and she takes me on her trips. But there was a line in there I couldn't stop chuckling at it. So she was explaining to her family that they've got to move to the Ozarks. It was like, the Ozarks? The Ozarks? She went, yeah, you know, where camouflage is a primary colour. And it kind of made me laugh. I've started watching Tiger King. Oh, I searched for something, and now I'm getting all the YouTube Tiger King suggestions. You know, the algorithms look at what you're looking at. So I just watched an interview this morning with Dylan. I can't remember his last name now. He's got quite a cool sounding name, but the third husband of Joe. I just can't get my head around it. Is that pyramid a candle or a stone? No, this is what the lovely Elaine Murphy made me. I showed it on my channel. It's a pyramid inside a pyramid. So you can see, like, on the inside, the Celtic designs and things. It's got this gold sheen. It's organite. I can never get my words out. Organite. And it's got this gold sheen shimmer on it to represent the sands of Egypt. But it's really beautiful. There's like a lemon escape one there, look. So yeah, it's beautiful. It sits here on my desk. So that's what that is. Cold and snowy here also. Hi Kelly, just been talking about you. Ozark is so good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it progresses. I think there's like a third series now, isn't there? So I've got a long way to go. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, here's Elaine, just who I've just been talking about, who made me this. And she bought me my abalone shell as well. In fact, let me show it you. Because it's got my huge piece, but look how gorgeous that is. This huge abalone shell. So she sent me that, as well as that lovely homemade organite. So where was it? Yes, so I'm having a lovely day. Thank you, Elaine. I had a lie-in, which first time in forever. Had a lie-in. I stayed up late till about 1 a.m. to watch Marsha do her live from Musings by Marsha, because she was responding to the, it wasn't a tag, but I talked about playing cards the other day on QuaranStream, and she showed her, so I stayed up and watched that. I slept in this morning. I had a hot cross bun for breakfast. Okay, I had two. It's the holidays. And then I've just kind of pottered about. I've tidied up a little bit. I've recorded a video. So if you haven't seen it yet, I've done the first impressions of the Muse Tarot. And I've also put a picture in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group. I've edged it as well in 3 colours. Try and get the light onto it. To match the colours of the deck, really. So it's a very turquoisey blue, pink and purple. But we get a shadow because of how the stand that's holding my phone is in front of a window. So, but anyway, you get the idea. And there are pictures in the Hermit's Cave if you want to see it. So that was quite nice. A big shock. What was a big shock? Thought thingy. So yeah, so that's the sort of thing I've been doing today. Just a nice, taking the day as it comes. I haven't spent an awful amount of time on social media, other than doing my video and watching Kelly's live just before now. Are you laughing about the Danilov? Start over, I had to do a second take on it. Took the other one down. Got corrected on a card. Start over. I had to do a second. All right, so you're re-recording a video that you put up, Diane. I love your bunny on the printer. I'll start with, yes, that's a 3D printed hair. I'm not sure what a channel is called anymore, but it's Libby, who had the channel Wino and Dollies. She collects dolls, ball jointed dolls in the main, and she actually printed that for me, which is ball jointed, so you can put it in any positions. It sits up, it moon gazes, the head comes off, and it's fantastic, really, really fantastic that it was actually printed from a printer. So Sandra, Becca, Jackie, Stormy and Donna. Where are we? So have I caught up? Have I caught up? People saying hello to each other, which is lovely. Just in the middle of making breakfast, 9:30 a.m. here. You on Netflix is really good. I think you were discussing this when I stepped in. You, okay. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'll check it out. That pyramid is simply perfect. My altar has a pyramid, essential and central to my, yes, it's beautiful. And because it's a gift, I mean, look, there's a little, if you can see in the light, you see these little flecks here? They just catch the light and dance. It's just so beautiful. Really lovely. She asked me what my favourite colours were. Look at the base. Really gorgeous. What Zane said, someone said, just can't do it. What can't you do? I'm still refusing to watch The Tiger King. Do you know what? It's a guilty pleasure, but it does suck you in. You're like, what am I watching here? But yeah, it's unbelievable. If it wasn't fact, and there's some disputes about setups and all that sort of thing, but if it wasn't fact and somebody was to write that, you'd be like, you've taken it too far. Yeah, it's just, nobody's like that. I've lost where I was now. Hot cross yums, more like. Oh no, the ones I had was lovely, really nice. Guys, Consulting Intuition is my beautiful sister. Yeah, she did a VR to my tag last week, so I left a nice comment. The A to Z, get to know your tarot tubers. Can you show me your marker you use on your decks, says Jennifer. Well, if it's like the ones I've just showed you, let's take this out. If it's for like the Muse, then I use Winsor & Newton, which are these, the Pro markers. And this one is like bright orange. Now they're dual-ended, so you get these ones with the little tip, pointy tip, but for edging a deck you get a chisel tip end as well, which is really, really useful. I'm running low on these now. I've think I had a pack of 20, and I've got a few left, but I do need to get some more. Oh, one without a top there. How's that happened? Oh, there it is. If I'm using, I showed this the other day, so apologies. For black, I use the professional, Sharpie Professional with a rubber grip on them. You get that lovely vinyl record finish, as I mentioned the other day. Also quite nice to use are these, which you can just get from Hobbycraft. And these, oh no, this one is from Soster and Granny, Sisters Green. But you can get these type ones from Hobbycraft. Because do you remember, Kelly, when I edged my Alchemical Tarot, my Robert M. Place deck, I managed to get one of these. But this one's quite nice. I think this is the one I edged the Lightseers mass-produced deck in, because obviously it comes already edged, the indie version. Whew, gosh, I'm so hot. Yes, named as sigil wrong because I got my numbers mixed up. Change that last set of card meaning immensely. Oh, it's easy done though, isn't it? Show me your shirt, Simon. I know it's creepy, but my OCD is kicking in. So in the 80s, there was a group called Frankie Goes to Hollywood. You probably remember them because the biggest hit was Relax. Relax, Don't Do It. And then they had Two Tribes Go to War. Well, it was just called Two Tribes. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, Ferry Across the Mersey, all those kind of songs. But then there was these 80s had a boom on slogan t-shirts. So Wham had Choose Life and things like that. But Frankie ones always said Frankie Says. So this one, but there was the other way around. There was white t-shirt with black writing. Well, I don't like white t-shirts or any white clothing. My soul is dark. No, but this one says Frankie Says Relax. So that's what that one is for. And then there was one that said Frankie Says War, Hide Yourself, which was homage to the two tribes. I'm a child of the 80s. What can I say? I've been on a deck buying spree recently. I've backed another Kickstarter today, and I said I wouldn't, but it was only $30. But it's an RWS playing card deck. So it's got all the major arcana, and then it goes, the pips have Pix's artwork in a playing card size with the, 3 of clubs, 5 of diamonds, etc. It's on Kickstarter, and I was like, oh. My sister Lisa wants to see your shirt. Show us the whole t-shirt. It's an old one. I wore this last summer. In fact, I've had this a couple of years now. If you see it close up, it's started to crack a little bit, the lettering, but... have you watched Lucifer on Netflix? I did try to watch Lucifer. That was another one that I just couldn't really get into. Although Tom Ellis is a fab actor. I loved him in Miranda. Simon, people are like that. We have weirdos like Joe Exotic all over the Ozarks. My mum, and this is no disrespect to any of our American friends, but my mum always used to, when there'd be any shows on TV like that, she'd be like, only in America, only in America. There used to be a show on TV when I was growing up called, what was it called? Jonathan King, very controversial person now. Jonathan King, Entertainment USA, it was called. I loved it. But it used to show the weird and wacky stuff from the States. She's getting ice cream. Who's getting ice cream? I had the nicest ice cream yesterday. I went to Waitrose, and there's one called Colombian. I think it's Colombian cappuccino, something like Colombian. Anyway, it's a coffee flavoured ice cream, but it's to die for. I still love watching Supernatural on Prime. I used to watch that years ago. Dance All Days, love. Da, 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 da. You need a t-shirt that says Simon Says. Yeah. I don't wear white either. Best way to stain something. Yeah, plus they show every lump and bump white. Don't like it. I've never felt right wearing white. I'm 80s too, Simon. No apologies. Exactly. It's where it all happened. The music was great. Fashion's not so much great, to be honest. And at one point I did have a mullet, believe it or not. This is my comeuppance. I don't know how far behind I am. A couple of minutes. Should have named Louis Lucifer. Yes, he should have done. But then it would have been Lucy for sure, and he'd have got a complex. Do you like Schitt's Creek? Great show. Not heard of Schitt's Creek. I like the sound of it though. Used to watch Dante's Creek. Was it? No, Dawson's Creek. I watched that years ago. I was getting ice cream, double chocolate fudge brownie flavour, salted caramel flavour, and fresh banana. Oh, that sounds lovely. Supernatural is on its final season. You mean it's still going? With the two brothers? Hasn't that been going for like 20 years? I'm sure I used to watch that in my old flat, and I've been here 14 years. I'm still jealous you got to see Queen. Yeah. My first ever concert live at Wembley Stadium, 1986, the year after Live Aid. Oh, it was amazing. Nothing's ever topped it. And you know, I've got the DVD of it, and it's great, but it's not like when you were there. It was electric. Just have enough time to play Peekaboo. Hello, Ginger Faye. I love Schitt's Creek. Canadian show, so awesome. I'm gonna have to look out for it. Since 2005. Oh, that'll be why then. Yeah, because I moved here in 2006. Wow. 15 seasons. Well, I'm not catching up with that. I don't have that time or patience or attention span. All right, so a little bit of a request. Ari Lane, who's in the room, is that what we call it, the room on the channel, chatting, yesterday bought the Anna K tarot, the mass market version, and she was really disappointed with it. She loves the artwork, but the cardstock was a disappointment to her, and I get that. And I was explaining that there's also, you can still get directly from Anna K, and that took me down a rabbit hole. And Benjamin, who, myself, Elaine and Benjamin was chatting last night in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group, and he did his first video, by the way. So B-Jam Morris, who's sometimes in here, did his first video, just showing the Anna K Normand, which has been on my wish list for forever, and I ended up getting it. But I said, if you remind me, Elaine, I will show you the difference. Yep, I'm here, she says. But I know what my memory's like, so I put everything out last night on the desk so I wouldn't forget when it come to today. So firstly, this is a Llewellyn, so that's why cardstock is how it is. But the box it's just, what is that about? You know, Llewellyn now, why have they not updated the box? You know, you could have, even if because the cardstock is crap anyway. So why can't they now, you know, give you more? Because this is just, doesn't stand up. It's not durable at all. But what you do get, which is really nice, is the book is great. And I've got this one tabbed because I've read it a lot. It has that rose petal rubbery finish to it, which is really, really nice. And it's quite chunky. It's quite a chunky book. It's about 230 pages. Why have I got that tabbed? That must have been the last thing I was looking at. But yeah, so nice book you get with it. But the cards, I don't know. You see, some people are saying they prefer the mass market because the coloration, and I'll show you so you can make up your own mind. And the cards are beautifully printed, but they are really, really thin. That's the problem. And this deck in particular is still in order because I did Throwback Thursday, and I think it was probably one of the first Throwback Thursdays I did. So, and I haven't used this version since because I have my favourite version. So it's in a Kelly Bear pouch because that's on my, I've got, let me see if I can show you actually. As you can see here, look, I've got my favourites in Kelly pouches lined up, and the gap here is where my Anna K one goes. Let's just pop it back. So yeah, this is where I keep it. Look. So they are smaller, but look how thick that deck is. It's real chunky, and the cardstock is beautiful. So let's do a little bit of a comparison. So for this one, you get the box and the cards are split into two. And just say I ordered the Lenormand. I said I went down a hole, and because Ben showed the walkthrough of the cards, I ended up getting the Lenormand while I was there. I thought, well, I keep going on about I need to get it, and I don't use Lenormand a lot, and I still really struggle with Lenormand. I've been getting on better with Sibylla, but is that okay? And that's the booklet. It's just a booklet you get there, so it's not as there's pluses to both sides. And that's why I wanted this one, because I wanted the better cardstock. I actually prefer the size of these as well. It's quite a nice size deck. But the plus side with the Llewellyn version is this book. It's a really nice book. Back when eclectic tarot was a thing, they talked me into buying the Guardian tarot. And that's the worst cardstock ever. So, comparison of thickness. Mass market, indie. So you see, Elaine, it is so much thicker. And I know you're considering perhaps now getting the indie version while she's still got some, and selling your mass market, passing it on. So let's have a comparison. So we've got the Hermit here, which will be easy to find now that these are in order. So you do get a bigger image with the mass market compared to the indie. As you can see here, that's the size difference. But on the indie, the border is a lot thinner, so you still get quite a lot, and it's brighter on this one. But look, you see more detail, I think, in the indie one. Let's look at another. Let's find the Fool. See, this one isn't in order, and if I thought about it before I come on, I should have put them in order. Oh, look at the sun. Isn't it beautiful? Here we go. Wasn't too bad. And the borders are different colours in the indie version. So again, different coloration. Look, I really like the colours here. The trousers are more brown, whereas the kind of a tan colour there. I'm trying not to get the shadows in the way. I should have pulled the blinds really, shouldn't I? But I don't think this light will make much difference. But the biggie is, you know, cardstock like paper or nice thick cardstock. So, does anybody want to see any others? I know purchasing directly from Anna Kay would help her a lot right now. Her primary carer or career. Oh, sorry, her primary career. Her studio is closed, so she does not have a primary income now. I love her so. Yeah, and she's straight on it. She emailed me this morning, Anna herself, and said, your debt will be out this afternoon. And yes, she is. This is her only income now. Just see if there's any other comments. It's my most used deck, says Christine. I love it. I really love it. And I don't know why I love it so much. It's just, there's something about it. And I absolutely adore this little independent deck. I'll just show a few of the cards, just in case people aren't familiar with the Anna Kay. Look at their faces. Oops. I love that card. Elaine mentioned this as well. So that sort of, you know, it really, What's wrong with the lighting in here? Really kind of brings home that sort of that illusion of feeling. You know, it's thoughts, it's swords, it's all in the mind. What you see in the mirror. What is the indie price? I think it's 28 euros. I seem to remember, Becca, 28 euros, so about 24 pounds. It's not bad at all. The only thing is the Lenormand is exactly the same price as the deck. So I think you're getting quite a bargain with the Lenormand, but actually you're getting a bargain for both, because 28 from an indie isn't too bad. And a lot of the yellows are less saturated in the indie deck as well. So let me find the Ace of Cups. Oh, you can't really tell so much there, so that's not a good one to show. But what I will also show is on the mass, you've got the title across the bottom, Ace of Cups, whereas on the indie, you've got just there in the corner the symbol. So you've got Ace and a cup. So again, you get quite a bit of image because you've not got all this down below. And actually, when you place it on top, it more or less fits perfectly on the inside. So the images are roughly the same, because you have got this tiny little border. So you don't lose a lot of images. Did you back Oak, Ash and Thorn? No, I didn't. I'd love to, but I just can't. You know, 7 Kickstarters now, and I'm not usually one for Kickstarter at all. I'm too impatient. And I've got so many decks still coming. I'm trying to, yeah, I'm just trying to rein it back a little bit. The only reason I bought back the other one today again is because it's RWS, and I've got a problem. Clearly, I have a problem. How can we contact her? Who? Anna K? If you just Google Anna K Tarot, it brings her website up. Last night I just Googled Anna K Lenormand after watching Benjamin's walkthrough, and it came up. Shipping is pricey, so order both at the same time might be cheaper. Yeah, how much was shipping? Let me just come off chat a second. Because I don't think shipping was that much. Let me go to my order file. Yesterday. $7. €7. That's all it was. So it's 28 euros for the deck, €7. So what, a fiver? £6? I mean, obviously, if you're in the States, it's going to be more. But for us here, it was just €7, so not bad at all. We all have a problem, says Jamie. Yes, we do. But could be worse problems to have, couldn't there? This is harming nobody. And, you know, if you've got expendable cash, as long as you know you're not going without food, or you're not paying your rent or your mortgage or anything else, then why not? You know, as I said, very seldom drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs, don't socialise. So why not spend my hard-earned money on something I really enjoy, which is tarot cards. That book needs to go back up there. Look at me rearranging everything while I'm talking. Let me do it all afterwards. Be distracting and annoying, aren't I? So anyway, how are we all doing? I've got 10 minutes left. Let's just have a general check-in and just see how we are. Becca, he really is the troublemaker in the bunch. Who? Who are we talking about? I knew Herman would be trouble. Oh yes, Donna's duck named Herman. Little bit of a troublemaker. Don't know where he gets it from. I love the Anna Kay. I so want the indie deck. Yeah, the indie deck is beautiful. Yeah, Sandra, totally agree. Better than drugs. Making pizza dough. Oh, what I want to do now for pizza. I'm having homemade burgers tonight. 5% fat minced meat, garlic, chili, bit of soy, chopped onion, mixed together into burger patties, grilled, some nice cobs, Slimming World chips, and barbecue beans. That's my dinner tonight. Don't forget, Simon, you help all of us by doing so many reviews. I'm glad you said help. I have had people saying, I just can't watch you anymore, Simon. I'm like, well, all I'm doing is just telling you my thoughts on the deck. I'm not hypnotizing anybody to buy decks. One deck that I've got coming, the creator actually emailed me today to say it's been delivered. And I was like, it hasn't been delivered. I thought, don't tell me. Bloody Parcel Force has said they've delivered again and they haven't. But when I opened it up, it was from the deck she sent me last July. So I emailed back saying, no, this is last year's. But Rial, who is the creator of, I'll try and do this without sending everything flying. Do you remember the vintage, Pam's Vintage? The cards aren't in here because they're in a little bag. She also did Pam's Tarot Original Art, which was gorgeous. It came out as a mini first. In fact, hold on a second, see if I can see any. What's that one? That's the original one. I've got so many RWS up here. We're going to have Tarot Jenga. But you could get the little mini ones. Are you familiar with what I'm going on about? It's almost like the Centennial, but mini. Anyway, she's launching a new RWS deck, and she sent me the first print, and I'm so excited about it. She also did the Oswald Worth, this one, which is Arcanes du Tarot Kabbalistique, but it's from the Tarot of Magicians by Oswald Worth. And these ones, they're printed in Europe, and you get these lovely padded 2-part box. So she sent me a new one, and it's due any day. So I'm looking forward to showing you that one. Now let me see what it's called. I can't remember what it's called now. Go back to my emails. I'm in the wrong file. Bear with. Oh, Anna Kay has just emailed me. Literally within 2 minutes. I hope she's not watching. She's like, I'm listening. She's put, dear Simon, I've posted your deck. Warmest wishes, Anna. See, Anna Clawfinger is her, or Clawfinger is her name, Anna Kay. So amazing, let me reply to her. Amazing service. So thanks, Anna. So that's the Anna Kay Lenormand on its way. Now then, here we go. Let's see what it's called. I get so many emails. So it is called Pam's Delight. Pam's Delight is the new one that's going to be coming out. I will let you know as soon as it's available and stuff. I'm so hot. Sounds great. Any other comments? No, love those too. Simon, you help me buy decks, but you help me not buy decks too. Exactly. All I do is show them and talk about how I feel about them. And if people connect with that and want to buy it, then great. They know that decks are available and they know where to get them and they get to see them close up and make that decision, because that's how I started out, you know. I found this community by watching YouTubers review decks and do unboxings and walkthroughs, and I was like, wow, and there's so many decks I wouldn't even know that were even in existence had I not done that. So honestly, right now, I put your videos on autoplay as I enjoy your voice. I work away by book, work, listening to you. I enjoy your take on the cards. Thank you. Why doesn't Llewellyn get a clue? They've had enough people say, it's like, what? Simon, I always love to see your tarot space. It looks so welcoming and comfortable, like your own little spiritual world. My whole cave is my own little spiritual world. Really is. Listening to Simon also while going about my day. Simon all day, every day. It still blows my mind to think that there's people somewhere on the planet just going about their day and they've got this droning on in the background. Burgers on the barbecue for us tonight. Oh, Elaine. Oh, I wish I had outdoor space. I love living here. I love my cave, but even if I just had a little balcony, so I could just go outside and sit in this beautiful weather. We can't go outside and sit. We can go out for exercise, but we can't sit down. We can't sit in a park. So I'd love it. I'd love to just take a nice cold glass of wine or even just a fizzy drink and just go and sit on a balcony or in a back garden. Yeah, she's lovely. Rial, are you talking about? David says, question for the community. How do you feel about IP appropriation by deck creators? Example, practical magic deck, unlicensed franchise deck, like a fan art Final Fantasy deck. I don't know. It depends if this question came up about the Banksy Tarot once, and Banksy doesn't claim his art, does he? That's the whole thing, you know, and you only have to go to Etsy and see there's a plethora of merchandise that's unofficial because there'll always be somebody profiting off that because he doesn't stake a claim to his art or copyright because of the whole mystery around him. Consulting intuition. Yes, you are, Simon. Hot.
This is our comprehensive PPE plan to protect the
oh my god, my telly's just switched on.
To make sure they have the kit they need to do their job safely and with confidence.
Bear with.
But I want to finish by saying this. Even if you're not directly involved.
How spooky is that? That's
there is something that every one of us can do to play your
the telly won't turn off.
Stay at home. Because spreading the virus.
Oh. Gosh. Off.
On those who work in the NHS.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Do it for them. Do it for the people who.
I'll have to turn it off at the wall.
The more we all follow the rules, the faster we can lift these restrictions.
How insane is that? My telly switched on. It was on standby. Sometimes I leave it on standby all night. And it just switched on. And then I switched it off like twice and it came back on again like twice, 10 seconds after. I forgot what I was talking about. That's really bizarre. You don't drone. I must be way behind. Pam's Vintage do you have? I've got the mini Pam's Vintage and I've got the large Pam's Vintage as well. This is my bright spot of the day. No cares where I watch. That's terrible. Hello, honey. Hello, Claire. What is happening? Tell me what is happening. I've caught up, obviously. What have I missed? I was like, spooky poltergeist. Freaked out. I was freaked out. Did you see my face? It was like, you know, it makes you jump because suddenly you hear a voice. I'm reading something from here, and then someone starts speaking, and you're the only one in your property. It was like, what? Spirits at work. Someone is trying to get your attention. Matt Hancock, by the looks of it. Stay at home. I'm staying at home. Was it something you needed to hear? Maybe. Pay close attention to what the TV is saying when it pops on like that. Saying stay at home. But I was saying I wish I had a balcony or outdoor space. That's 3 times, I know. Didi says, ha ha ha, the government telling you to follow the rules. But I am following the rules. I'm here every day, you see me. That TV, super spooky, it comes on after being unplugged. No, I didn't unplug it, but it was switched off onto standby. And it's just, I mean, I've been chatting nearly an hour, haven't I? And it just came on. That was weird. It was weird. Are you sitting on the remote control? No. I had to get up to the sofa, which is over there, to get the remote control. Where are we? Wow, that's crazy. The spooky, maybe it's really an important message. Probably, maybe, Simon, you should turn the television back on. Perhaps there's something you're supposed to see right now. It was just the news bulletin showing the previous address from the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock. And we've had the most deaths again today, even higher than the most deaths ever recorded in Italy and Spain, 980. But it was the address, I already watched it at 5, was just telling you that even though we've got this lovely weather and it's bank holiday weekend, don't go out because you'll undo everything. You know, keep riding because they are flattening the curve. And if we don't listen and we go out, then they will force more sanctions, and also we just undo everything that's been done so far. I'm laughing my head off here, bless you. You did jump there. I know, it was like, whoa. Good morning. As for your beach question, we can go to run or swim or surf. Oh yeah, because you're in Hawaii, aren't you, Jonathan? That's lovely. That's nice that you've got that on your doorstep. It's like Patsy, she lives right by the East Coast as well and can just walk along the seafront as part of her exercise. Maybe it's because you said you wish you could go out and sit somewhere. Yes, don't go out, Simon. Someone has control of your TV. Are the batteries low on your telly? It's a plug-in telly. Could you get batteries for a TV? Or do you mean the remote? No, they've not long been changed. They last years, don't they? Hello, coffee-loving cat. Right, well, I've been on for more than me 45 minutes, so we'll pull a card. I wonder if there's a card in the Roots and Wings that's called TV or communication. Oh dear. I still feel really weird about it. I'm not spooked or things like that don't spook me. It just can't wait to get out in my garden. Go on, rub it in, Juliet. All you people with gardens. Maybe your weird neighbour's brought a trick remote and is messing with you through the walls or the windows, because our windows are parallel all the way along the front of the building, so we don't have to lean out the window, point it at my window. You might be onto something there. Roots and Wings has arrived, says Sean. Brilliant. I call my husband Frankie, Jonathan. Keep us updated on the TV spirits. Yeah, well, it can't switch on now. If it switches on now, I'm out. I don't care about any lockdown. I'm out of here because that will be freaky. What is up with me? During mediumship readings this week, my client's dead brother's call phones turned itself on. Wow. Oh dear. That's the problem with these. I love them, but they present a bit of a challenge. You have to drop them from a height, because if you catch them, they bounce because they're rubbery. As we watch you streak from the building in your pajamas. You saw me in my pajamas. Of course, I went to the cabinet, didn't I? Oh my goodness. I went to the wall unit to find the lucky card decks. Okay. Oh, lovely. We have community. What a beautiful card for us to pull. So we really have to think, don't we? What is community? And we're separated from our communities at the moment, physically, from interacting with them and doing community events. And when we see weather like this, an Easter weekend, I think about all the community events that would have been happening in the square, up at the parks and things like that to get involved in. But actually, we're creating a more solid sense of community, really. And again, watching the news earlier, they was talking about, 1 million people in the UK have signed up to be volunteers. That's community. Reaching out to neighbours and people and, having FaceTime conversations. And what we're doing, coming together as a community to support, to hold each other, to, as the sun is blistering down, shining like it is on me right at this minute, making me sweat. We're basking together, we're embracing each other, we're lifting each other up, and we're being that support. So community may look very different right now, but don't underestimate it. The community might not be getting together physically, but they're doing whatever they can to, make sure that we are linked, we are connected, and we're doing our bit here as well, making sure that we are staying strong together as a community and being that support network for each other as well. So that's a lovely card to come up, isn't it? The most important part of community is listening and having open hearts. Like I said yesterday, it's input and output. That's what community is all about, having connections, not just physical ones, but emotional connections as well. Heart to heart. Where are we? Lots of virtual parties. Yes, lots of virtual parties. All right, everybody. So I'll be back tomorrow at 4 for Cup of Catch Up and Cards because it's the weekend. So I'll be there then. Hopefully catch some of you in Becca's Friday night chat tonight at 9 o'clock. And enjoy your bank holiday. I'm not sure if it's a bank holiday everywhere in the world like it is here, but it's Good Friday. And yeah, let's be good to ourselves and good to each other. Go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.